The link. So I want to send it to you. Link has just come, but better check the link first. Is that okay?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Camera's not. It's on the floor. Look at it. Camera's on the floor. Can't see it. Let me get the camera.
Oh, so we're playing Davidson.
Yeah, I know. I think it's okay. That's a good picture. Welcome to the second half of the Ireland-Wales round of 3 of the second weekend. But Ireland leading Wales at 62 points to 11, 62 imps to 11. We're watching Aoife and Carol de Raymaker against Andy Hughes and Steve Deloney. Oh, Deloney is a very well-known Welsh name. Wales have just pulled back 4 imps. So the scores at the moment are, it's 17.21 VPs to Wales. And England seem to be having quite a big win as well. They've got 15.10. So the lead is substantial. But Ireland still have Scotland to play that are having a good weekend. And they played England. So England have Wales to play, we're on 3rd. And probably Northern Ireland. 2 matches tomorrow, and we finish off today. And Ireland have rested Mark Moran and John Carroll for the first rest they've had, well-deserved rest. North South are playing strong in 5 with transfers over a club. East West probably just playing strong in 5. They're fairly new to the Welsh international scene, although Andy Hughes is the holder of the current Telstra Trophy, playing with Adrian Thomas. There's no view-graph commentary from Newbridge. Probably a lot of the Irish players are away in the Davidson. But any Welsh people, you have a chance to step in and do some bridge commentary if you're free. So going back to the hand, one heart opener looks fairly sensible. Some people would open one the trump, but I don't approve. 3 diamonds and west showed some sort of 4-card raise. Probably standard Bergen, it looks like, doesn't 11 points and 4-card support. 15 counties has to go with 4 hearts. So let's see how 4 hearts is going to play. We've got a club loser. No heart loser as it happens. And no diamond loser, so 4 hearts will play very well. Hearts behave, so you can rough out your losing diamond eventually. So I don't think this is going to be troubling the scorers unless they've missed the game or they did slam in the other room, which I doubt.
They're in 5 hearts in the other room.
Yes. Clear out, they would be pushed up to 5 hearts. I think 5 hearts plus 1. Well, they're free bid. Meeting the butler is still Harry Smith and Roy Bennett from Scotland, and this pair, Hughes and Ochterlony, are lined second. And Carol the Rainmaker and Russia, after a very good last set, have moved up into 5th place. Two of the Welsh pairs are near the bottom, and a lot of it would come from this match. So, not much in the play. If you're watching this on playback next week, I would suggest you fast forward to board 19 at this stage. I'll put blinds down. I don't know, I'm watching the work at the same time. Scotland leading by 7 points at half time. And France ended with 37. 19. 8 up, I think.
Oh, so France had a big win again.
Scotland ended with 50.
50.
It's a really exciting match. It's the best result they've ever had against France. It was up in Edinburgh. So we're all banking on Italy tomorrow doing a job on their opponents. I can't work out who they are. Two triangle things. They take 20 to 25 minutes as well. Okay. Sorry, just some domestic matters. Okay, let's hope for some interesting hands. And then tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock is what's going to become a very key match for Ireland. They're playing Scotland that have yet to lose a match and seem to be playing quite well. They'll end against the WBU, who are not a walkover. So, a diamond, she's perfectly normal, 6-5. 2 clubs, game 14. East West are not going to trouble the scorers here. 2 spades, which in my view should be reversing values. Some people play it as it doesn't show reversing values, which is fine, but it creates problems with the next bit. 2 and a trump from off, they're just forcing. I want to hear more. And I generally myself doesn't bid 3 spades at the moment. 6-5 is good, 6-5 come alive, but the club void is bad. So it looks to me as if they can make 7 spades because of the queen of diamonds. Can make 7 no trumps. And 7 diamonds. So Let's see if they have the tools to get somewhere near it. The other one was still finish off board 18, I think. Okay, so two no trumps, three spades. North has had enough. And I know that she's not got second on diamond control, but South is open and reversed, so you don't need it. Four no trump is key card. And South has got this hand that people really need to discuss. Two key cards and a void. He's decided not to show the void because it's in his partner's suit. Wise move. So 6-5 shape is known, and he's got the Queen of Spades. So the question is, does he have the King of Diamonds? So 5 no trump would be asking for specific kings, and if you have both red kings, you need to agree what you do, but I think you should bid the lower on this nonsense about the suit that you haven't got, which is difficult to read. So there's no reason South shouldn't bid 5 no trump holding the Queen X of diamonds. Okay, 6 diamonds, which is an asking diamonds. 5 no trump would have probably given her the same information, providing that's asking for specific kings, of course. And that's a clearly Grand Slam force. South has got the key cards he promised, but the King of Diamonds is pretty useful facing the 6 diamonds bid. Clear, he's thinking, why did partner ask for 5 no trump? So the auction has become unnecessarily complicated because we knew South had 6 diamonds. We just didn't know if he had the King of Diamonds. And again, he knows that if she was looking for the King of Hearts, she would have been 5 no trump. So he doesn't understand why 6 diamonds has been bid. I think it perhaps shows 3 small diamonds and is looking for third round diamond control. That's possible. And if that's what she's looking for, he doesn't have it. So he's imagining playing this in a ground with ace king jack 6 diamonds opposite 3 small. He doesn't like the concept. So tough hand. The other room, the bidding has gone exactly the same for the first few bids. These quests seem to have picked up some imps somewhere. Oh, we know they did. Oh, that's not what you wanted. So there's an opportunity here for Wales to get to 7 spades, 7 diamonds, or 7 no trumps. So 2 no trump hadn't agreed spades, 3 spades had shown 5 spades, 4 no trump. You would think his key card in spades, but there's no argument for saying it's natural. You won't be a happy camper when he sees dummy. So the other room there struggling with it as well to get information across. Thought they bid it well until 3 spades, and then 4 no trump was okay. 5 spades was okay. It's just the 6 diamonds bid we don't really like. The pass is dubious. But all Mills needs to know is as the partner of the King of Diamonds. So some stuff for Pasture to discuss. When you ask Blackwood, what does 500 trump ask for? The old-fashioned way was the number of kings, but not proving unsatisfactory, so it's asking for specific kings for a lot of partnerships. Things may have moved on in the last 4 or 5 years, but this is what it used to mean 5-10 years ago. BJ is probably watching on his phone. The Murphy's back. Send him to the link. Wants to join. Yes. So this time. Admin. She wants to come up. Back live. We don't know if they're in the ground in the other room. They've got a slightly different option. The South has taken charge, and that's more difficult if South takes charge to find out about the Queen of Diamonds. And because South took charge, North is asking clubs, which is totally irrelevant to the story. So a similar 6-level bid in the room that could be misconstrued. Because let's move on to board 20, we're a little bit ahead of the other table. And a club which is balanced on natural, balanced weakening trump on natural, or 18-19. And North has decided to make a take out double, and it's your choice whether you double up in one heart with those hands. And moved on to bidding a heart trust partner to introduce the spades, but double has worked out well.
Sorry, it's chat on this.
Yeah, maybe we'll turn it off. Chat on, so Aoife can send a message back. First. Chat on. You can try chatting away and not move her up and down a bit. And I'll see if it comes out tomorrow. Okay. You're there in live chat.
They're in 6 spades, the other table. We're lucky.
Okay, so hopefully that came through to you. But I can't see the chat now. So I have to press F11 to make the screen big for yourselves to see. It means I can't see the chat, but Aoife will respond to me and post any messages in the YouTube chat as opposed to the Real Bridge chat, which I won't be answering. So club, double, 2 clubs is just clubs. North we open with a double, and South Julipid 2 spades, and that's where they're playing. And 2 diamonds, a club, and heart, and 2 times a club, a heart, and a spade. It looks like, so they're probably going to make. It's the timing of when you play a heart towards, to me, is quite crucial. And which suit you protect against breaking 4-1, because you can't protect against a 4-1 spade and a 4-1 heart, I don't think. Rest open club, which looks like it's balanced because East is raised. West quite likely doesn't have a 4-card major. So possibly you should be playing spade to the ace and spade to the 10, just in case they're 4-1. But then you can't pick up the heart suit, so you can't afford that safety play. Spade to the ace and then the heart up. Okay, that's fine. You don't waste your time drawing trumps and end up in the wrong hand, but you're still going to be finding yourself in the wrong hand. So maybe a spade to the 9 might have worked. Okay. Okay, well that's not optimum rising the ace of hearts. Now he doesn't have to worry about getting back to his hand. Remember, the Welsh pair are second in the Butler, so they're obviously having a good weekend. Early days, I suppose. Step 3. Okay, he's worried about this 4-1 break, but he can afford to rise to the king now. Because he's knocked out the ace of hearts. And they haven't made their diamond. So it looks to me as if that diamond loser is going to go away on the hearts. Okay, so North will not be passing this for the 12 count. We shall open a club. East will pass. And to bid for South is likely to be one spade, which usually denies a full card major. Like that, full card major and 5 diamonds, I suspect. Let's see if he bids a spade. Two spades made an old trick in the last ball. There's just playing it in the other room.
There are 3 clubs.
I didn't know what to play, I didn't play the board, so yeah, see. East West and 3 clubs. Previous board dates, different range when the trump has affected bidding a little bit. West Oak won the trump with his fairly flat 14. Club 2 clubs is natural. So the trump was natural, and pass was natural. So they could have played this in won the trump, but now they've got 2. Don't mention the spade suit, they've had a favourable lead. And then was sort of fan a lead from Jack to 4, but he did have a tough hand to lead from. Might have been better, might not have been. Very difficult to find a small hard lead, but probably would have allowed you to start setting up a hard suit. So a spade lead means they've now got 4 spade tricks. The diamond trick is 5 and the club trick is 6. There's no feature in clubs. So you're either attacking diamonds or hearts. Eventually you'll make a heart trick. So probably in team you should settle for playing a heart to virtually guarantee your contract unless you're very unlucky. The other option is spade to the king and play diamonds at the 10 and play west for honor X in diamonds. That works. It's a little bit risky. When East is one, if East is one with honor X, it can get messy. Eventually we'll play a heart. Pairs you might, well, more tricks and play spade to the king first. I'll be going too often through clubs and about 20 in the other room for small loss, small Irish loss. See all the Irish spectators are coming in to watch in this room. Probably because it's a new Irish pair playing. Just want to see how they do. They're doing very well. Okay. Two drop looks like it's got a bit. Went down the route of attacking diamonds. Find a club switch in time. Wasn't easy. So tuna trump made. Despite losing two diamonds, it's still made. Still plowing away, defending east-west. The Irish east-west are trying to make 3 clubs on board 20. Looking highly likely they'll make even more. 8 tricks. So all waiting for board 22 to be displayed because they're playing quite quick in this room. Just have a quick look at the English situation. England have now 14 VPs behind, so they're not making enough headway for their benefit. Gone backwards a bit, they've lost 8 VPs in the last few boards. They did bid 7 spades, though, which was very good. Very few pairs have bidded, both 19. Suggesting you've got time, you have a look at the bidding on that to see how the English pair. Let's have a quick look, actually. Diamond, 2 clubs, 2 spades, 2 and 3.
Breaking news. Italy have beaten England in the rugby.
They haven't played them.
Huh?
They're going to play them tomorrow.
So that's in the news.
Wouldn't be surprised.
23-18.
Wouldn't be surprised. First time ever. Okay, so 2 hearts by East, which was a strongish week 2 again with 2 aces. A lot of people have opened 1 heart with that. Maybe not vulnerable, but West passed. And North is written with a double, even though she's got 4 hearts. And South has responded 3 clubs, which presumably shows diamonds. It's Rubin song, which is very similar to 11 song. Tuna trump would have been a weak hand to play. And 3 clubs shows diamonds. And 6 diamonds is a possibility on this hand. No, it's not. You have 2 losers. 5 diamonds is good. So in practice, 3 diamonds would probably make.
The 3 clubs just went 1-0.
3 clubs only going 1 off would be again with him to Ireland on 420. And the breaking news in the rugby is not good news for some teams. Where did you see it? Where did you see it?
RTE News.
Okay. I might have to take a short break to look at the BBC or RTE News in a minute. Okay, well, If anyone's looking for a sub for tomorrow, I think Steve Borthwick is probably available. It's the English rugby coach. So 3-0 trump, yes, well done. Safety playing the diamonds correctly. It's only West likely to have 3, and it is. So now, carefully unblocking the 6, but he didn't need to. She didn't need to. So she's playing very well today. Not that she didn't play well yesterday, but she's playing. Both North South are really bringing in imps, which takes the pressure off the other pairs that are getting a bit tired probably. And I've said for a while that Ireland do have a lot of pairs that are capable of performing pretty well in the Camrose, and we've seen a pair playing well today. Relatively young compared to some of our players. I think England have France to play, aren't they? So, Trump was making, it could have gone off on a club lead, but certainly wasn't trivial to find a club lead. And in the other room, he didn't open 2 hearts. Must have felt it was too many aces to open 2 hearts and not enough points to open 1 heart. But I'm a bit surprised there wasn't a 1 heart open there. With 2 hearts. First in hand. More 22, that is. So let's see if North South get to game. Played the right way up. So it's a dangerous board for Wales for 22. We'll keep you posted. On 23, Andy Hughes is open 1 spade, looks very normal. East has got enough to game for us. 2 clubs, looks normal. South is a normal pass. And then it's important that, again, I tried to mention things that are worth discussing. When you play 2 over 1, you either rebid tuner trump on all sorts of 5-3-3-2s without stops, or a 2 spades rebid after 2 clubs only shows 5. Could have 6, but it only guarantees 5. It's a catch, what they call a catch-all bid. Let's see if Andy Hughes makes it. I think he's going to pick 2 spades to show 6, but for a lot of people, 2 spades would only be 5 plus. I doubt it matters where you play this contract. You make 3 more trumps, likely hearts. Are quite interesting. So there's 6 spades, 2 diamonds off the top, and they have to give you another trick. So there's 9, 10, or 11 tricks. 2 trumps and spades. Just give you a heart and a cup. Well, spades break 5 ones, so maybe it's. But this is singleton 10 that comes down, isn't it? So you can pick up all the spades. Okay. Steers me a bit 4 spades, 1, 3, no trump. Not too bad. That's what they're playing. Know anything about the bad spade break, and don't think he's going to play the queen of spades overtaking with the king. He's got an easy diamond entry. So hopefully we win this with a king of diamonds and block the spade. When he sees the 10 come down from both, he'll be a bit careful. And he might only make 11 tricks. Might only make 10 tricks. Because they're going to force him once they're in with the ace of clubs. And he won't have time to set up half maybe. The hearts will go where the clubs not there. But unless he ducks twice. If he ducks twice, then he'll go back to hearts. So again, if you're watching on playback, fast track yourself to board 24. Got themselves to 3 no trump. Played by South, board 22. So okay. Opponents can get their clubs going anytime. So 22 be flat. We're looking for some exciting boards, and there's only 24 to 32. Those of you that haven't had your fix and bridge this weekend, next weekend there is another international event. It's the sort of called the Camrose mixed teams. I don't think it's called the Camrose, it's called the mixed teams of Britain or something, but it includes Ireland. And where Ireland are fielding 2 teams. It'll be on Real Bridge. I think I'm around to do much commentary, but it will be on Real Bridge next weekend. So that was a straightforward 4 spades up 1. Oh, Adrian Thomas has joined the audience. Please read me. So welcome all those that have joined the YouTube, but I expect most of you are just watching on Real Bridge. Have a quick look at the numbers. and see how many people are watching from here. So we have 72 subscribers, so welcome to the new subscribers. So we're back live, just wait for a while. Diamond, 2 diamonds. We've seen this before, it's the old Michael's bid. You prefer that your club values are in your majors, but they're not. North is going to get quite excited with 4 card support, but King 10 to 5 diamonds is brilliant, and the vulnerability is none. So 3 hearts is probably sufficient, but I wouldn't be surprised if she puts 4 hearts on the table. You see, you might be able to get rid of your spade on the ace king queen of clubs in time, but you can't set the spades up to break too badly. So she's just well to only bet 3 hearts. And West knew this was going to come, and he doesn't really want to defend 3 hearts. At least it's opened pretty light. Southland's got quite a lot extra, but 4 cards in spades, but he's expecting 4 card heart support, which is good. So now the pressure is on West to do something. Well, he thinks his partner's open on a load of garbage, which he has. So he's just passing and probably going to lead the jack of diamonds. And that might let this contract out. Still a lot to do. It's the hard pips are quite interesting with East having a singleton 5. If you can throw your spade away, duck a spade, and then start roughing spades fairly high, going 1 round of trumps. You might be close to it. You might be close to the contract. Very difficult to analyse this one. Let's see what happens with the lead, but you can't set the spades up as you can see the 5-1, but you can rough a lot of them. And 1 goes on the club. So if you can rough 3 of those spades, it leaves you with just 2 spade losers. Okay, East is on lead, of course, not West. So West has to decide now, does he overtake the king with the ace? We're always going to be playing these to be 6-5 and have a 9 count. So. Okay, so he's waiting for another spade to come, and it's not going to come. So a horrible switch. We switch to a heart is maybe best. Okay, he's played a club. And that's just helped really to set the spade lead, has helped to set the spades up. And they haven't attacked trumps. So a heart to the king, and this contract has a good chance of making. Diamonds break might make it difficult. He's got to lose a spade, and he's probably got to lose 2 hearts, but he might only lose 1. So if you can keep it to 1 heart loser, that means he's got to rough the spades with little trumps, and then he's going to over rough.
The other table east has opened 3 diamonds.
Yeah, that's not reasonable. Now he's got to carefully rough the 4 of spades, the spade with the 8 of hearts. He's not going to do that, but if he does, okay. If he'd rough with the 8 of hearts and cash the king of hearts, he's in with a chance. He could have roughed diamond, roughed a spade, roughed a diamond, roughed a spade. I think I might have made it if he'd roughed with the 8 of hearts. But not obvious to do that, and that's probably very much double dummy.
North is in 4 hearts, I think, too.
Okay, so David Jones is playing 4 hearts. So it was played by North in both rooms, I think. So the question is, what's the lead in the other room? I guess there's any chance that you might play East for 6-5 in the minors. West has doubled, and really we have a 10 count to be doubling 2 diamonds. If you play East up E 6-5, you could make it. Is he close to making it now? You can just come back a heart, can't you? You can over rough and come back a heart. I'm just making as a go. So it's all a question of timing this hand, so that you took your roughs before you lost the heart trick. I don't even know if you can do it. I suspect double dummy server says you can after king of spades lead and non-trump switch. So they have the same battle next door to see if they can make 4 hearts and Wales will gain some points back. It looks as if Wales will gain 2 or 3 points back somewhere. No. So it's 17.41 to 2.59. So the hands are getting more interesting. They're getting interesting later it gets in the day. South has got some shape. Pass. I can't really open 4. The vulnerability is right for 4 spades, but the shape of your hand isn't. Doesn't mean he won't open 4 spades, but no reason to think he's supposed to have a game on. So if it goes 1 spade, double, pass. East has got a difficult choice between 2 diamonds or win the trump. But win the trump, West will probably launch 3 no trump. Win the trump is about 8 to 11. East. So 1 spade double as predicted. Will probably pass. And how does 3 no trump play? And the king has got his lead ducked. Opts the best is to keep playing spades. Give me your 2 spade tricks. And you can make his 4 clubs, 2 spades, and 2 hearts in time. So 3 no trump won't make. He chose well to bid 2 diamonds and win the trump. If you won the trump, would certainly have got 3 no trump from West. South got enough space to bid again. And West will probably raise to 3 diamonds because his cards are. He's no singleton. You'd like to have a singleton spade. And South may come again with 3 spades. But his shape isn't great. He needs his power to have a card for it to have any hope of less than minus 300. We are even away in 4 hearts in the other room.
Club lead.
I think they're going to make it because he did cash the king of hearts. And it was more reasonable for him to play East to be short in hearts and short in spades when he preempted 3 diamonds or 24. So he has got the timing correct. May still be a trick short. I think he's going to make 24. Chris Gibbons going to find himself end play to give up a spade. So very well played by David Jones in the Welsh North Seat to make 4 hearts on board 24. Or probably a 10-inch swing. So that'll tighten up the scores. South did come again with 3 spades, and West has got 2 many points in clubs to double it. And when there's a spade, a heart, and 2 clubs, and if he plays a spade to the 10. So doesn't need to. So 3 spades is going to make on 25. But as you can see, East-West score was going up from 17 to 27, which will affect the imps quite a bit. 16.35 VPs now. We need to just check with England. Well, England don't seem to be pulling away. So Northern Ireland seem to have been a reasonable second set. They've got 17, 18, 23, 24, 28 in the plus column and 15 in the minus column. So Northern Ireland are doing well. Crouch and Forest are playing. And Manonauts again down at the bottom of play. Method of selection for the English trials, they have their Premier League, where most of the non-English are barred from playing in the first division. In fact, all the non-English players can't play in the English Premier League, but the winners have choice of which Camrose match they want to play, and the second place team are given the other match if they want it. Maybe it's a system that Ireland might consider, but if they win the Camrose this year, I don't think they'll be considering it for next year. So this is an interesting board here that Four Spades has got some play, but not much because the Spades are 4-1. You can throw your diamond loser away. You've got two clubs and two spades. And you're always likely to have two clubs and two spade losers. You could have three spade losers some days. So you may not be getting to four spades. North is depends what two spade shows. One spade past two spades. I know it sounds trivial, but some people play that as stronger than going via one the trump. As I think I do. Play two spades is quite good then. So I can understand the game try from North, who's got a 2, a 4, 5, a 6 loser hand. It's worth a game try. And South's looking at a 9 count for his two spades, but bad shape. Jack to 4 diamonds is only worth a quarter of a point. So he should probably turn it down. And if you don't turn it down, at least only bid 3 hearts as a return game try. His North should turn down. Yes, return game try, very good. North has turned it down. We like this option. It's good. Well, it's good if South passes. And he does. Well bid. Controlled auction. It's what the audience like to see. Okay. And the clubs E. I'm playing 25 and 2 no trump. So it could be a hard score swing if 2 no trump makes. Felt that it would make 2 no trump and not 3. So I think it's going to be a 230 swing on board 25. Remember, England beat Ireland earlier today, but probably by not enough for their liking. So Scotland are going to have a big say in the winners of this Camrose, I believe, as they did in 2019. And the loss to Scotland on the Sunday cost the Irish team the Camrose. And made for a very unhappy NPC. Don't know who he was. So I hope the background information is helpful and doesn't bore people, but it's useful to know who the players are and what they're doing. So, like the ocean that they stopped, whether they're going to make three is not so clear. She's avoided forcing herself prematurely, which is good, by cashing those hearts. So, nicely bid and nicely played. So making tuna trump in the other room up 25, a little pickup for Ireland. So South passes 11 count for 6-4. Who passes those these days? No one. So a club. Over a natural club, you'd certainly make a takeout double. For a short club, you might try one end. Personally, I'd still make a takeout double.
Yeah, it went one off tuna trump.
So tuna trump and one off.
Yeah.
Okay. So only one in pickup. Well, they might have made. They did quite well not to continue spades on 25, I think. I'm not making you dizzy by talking about the other match at the same time. So one club won the trump over call. Yes, pass, pass, pass. Okay. So double might have got them to 1 or 2 spades, but spades played badly. Queen of spades works out quite expensively for East West, because it means North South can force the second spade trick. Probably guessed the diamond right. Okay, but the second spade trick may not come in time, but East West can't knock out his club and his half entry. Okay, so the world gets the diamond right. Okay, that's good news for him, and now she's going to play a spade. No. Okay, catch the diamonds first. Okay, that's fine. Club's a bit blocked. So may not be able to get the timing right to set up the second spade. So it's either going to be 90 or 120. In the other room, they've had the same problem of 1 spade past 2 spades, past 3 clubs, remember? And I want to checkmate that game try 3 clubs, and South made a return game try. South in the other room is thinking what he's going to bid over the 3 clubs game try. What's been nice about this match is we've had similar bidding in both rooms quite often, and the same problems we've met. Some have been solved and some haven't. Grand Slam wasn't solved in either room. A lot of the others have. Okay, so she should be able to make the over trick. And Still ball behind. Okay, unfortunately, South didn't make a return game try and accepted the game. So they're playing in 4 spades in the other room, and I would think that's highly unlikely. That can be let out. So it's likely to be 240, a 6-inch swing to Ireland on board to 26. Boards are running out for England. Let's see how they're doing. Just on board to 27. I'm making big headway. Oh, saying that, they just gained 6 imps, which will help them. The lead after 3 matches is likely to be bigger than it was before they started this weekend, so that can be good news for Ireland. But the banana skin match against Scotland is tomorrow morning. Diamond passes spade, 2 between 4 spades. Okay. How good is 4 spades? You've got a club loser, you've got a heart loser, you've got a spade loser. That's probably it. Why wouldn't you be in 4 spades? So, be worried about a club rough. Might well place and have a spade. Okay. Looking at the Queen of Diamonds, you might think he wants to switch to a heart, as he has done. Okay. North is relieved she hasn't had this club rough. 10 of spades is a bit frightening, but still got to play another one. Could be from King 10 doubleton, could be from 10-9 doubleton, could be Singleton 10, in which case you're going off. Need to play a second spade. Okay. A bit worried if West had the other spade, there'd be a trump motion. Rough in the heart first, aren't you? So 4 spades has been played in the other one, and they didn't need a club. You've declared on a little bit of a chance, but it's not really. Okay, so first spade was made it play another one and attempted to make it. I think he's generating next to losing. So 26. There's 200 to Ireland in one room and 140 in the other. That's 340, which is closer to 8 imps. Which is emphasise it was quite well played by North in this group in 3 spades, about 26. So the lead's gone up 75-27. And let's see what that is in VPs. 17.31, maximum is 20. So it's supposed to go. Most relieved pair, the pair that are sitting out for Ireland, because there's nothing worse than playing 5 sets sitting out and seeing the lead disappear, as the lead has actually grown. So, a bit more shape again, his hands again more interesting. Another vulnerability North would probably open 3 clubs, but equal val will probably call it today. And East has a tough decision whether to open 4 spades or 1 spade. And if East does open 4 spades, it leaves West with a tough decision, but a bit on. If your partner can open 4 spades equal val, and you're on the ace king of trumps and another ace and a singleton, maybe you should be moving. Does 6 spades actually make? Probably does, because North has to follow to, well, follows to 1 spade and then shows out, but the hearts come in to throw your club losers away. Spade lead might cause problems. Don't think so. Okay, so you only open 1 spade, which is understandable. West game force with 2 hearts. He's now with 2 spades, which is only 5 in my view, but they might play this on 6. West emphasises that he's got 6 hearts, and at least doesn't like everything in his hand. There's 3 spades to show 6 or 7. And West would like to do more than bid 4 spades. So I suppose he's got a bid 4 clubs. Is that some reasonable to have a look? No, he just bids 4 spades. So 6 would have taken some very careful play. But remember, Mesmer Fitzgibbon have got the East-West cards, and slam bidding is their party piece. So they could well bid this one. That's probably the best lead against 6, right? Yeah. Okay, 110, it probably will cover. And we're only in 4, so you might rough those 2 club losers and throw a diamond away on the heart. Rough diamonds back to his hand. Also got 2 rounds of trumps after unblocking the king of hearts. Jack of clubs is a winner, so there's no allowance to throw away. King of hearts and ruff a club, obviously. But unblock the heart and ruff a club. Okay. Yeah. Okay, he's not doing that. This line's never a crime. So we need 4 spades, so may as well play the queen of hearts and throw a club. Okay, so king of spades first. Club loser. So maybe 6 wasn't that difficult to play them. Makes on the worst possible lead. So, okay. 27 when the trump was made by north, south, east, west. So I'm playing in 2 hearts making. And they're doing pretty well in the part score swings, whereas they weren't doing so well against England. They're doing very well against Wales. Ireland. Keep likely picking up 5-6 imps. And that's the way to do it, to build a score. In part score swings is more than 1 game swing. $17.87. 29 is a potential gain for Ireland. Worst it'll be flat. So 30, what have we got? 1 diamond. It's interesting, there was a diamond on that club. What that is. Okay. So, 3 diamonds. Okay, a 3-card raise, but generally a bit more shape than that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Excuse me, I just have a little bit of break. So what do we think of 3 diamonds? Do we like it? Oh, it's just about okay. West has got no interest, signs up in 3 spades. You've got 2 clubs, a diamond, a heart to lose. There's no heart draw. So I would have thought that the Remaker and Unshek would have gone up the butler a little bit after this set. But both Irish pairs would have moved up. John Carroll and Mark Moore moved up by not playing. The Remaker and Unshek have moved up to 5th place. And Nesbitt Fitzgibbon is still positive. Well move up if they bid this slam. I'm not seeing the bottom, we moved up quite a bit. And it's surprising to see Rex Anderson and Wayne Somerville at the bottom. Okay, so they do well to stop in 3 spades. Should stop in 3 spades really. And I would have thought that's going to be a flattish board. With a small game to Wales. And Welsh have got to 4 spades and got 28, which is probably going to be flat on the same lead. So 2 more boards. I better put my Italian t-shirt on to cheer on the Italians. But I think the match is over. Purely as a neutral. Okay, so 2 balls to go, and I think I'm more tired than the players, having played probably 5.5 sets, commentated in 5.5 sets. We should have all the Irish people back from their travels tomorrow afternoon. Anything can go wrong. Early night is what's called for tonight for the Irish. And don't switch off against the Scots. Do not. So, South is not going to bid. West is not going to bid. North is not going to pass. You'll probably open a diamond. And East will just pick 1 heart. Possibly 2 ups at a pass part, but I doubt it. Diamond, a heart. And North will bid a spade if that shows 5.
Nice message from Sue.
Do I need to respond, or can you respond for me?
No, she just said no. Peter, fair play to you for your endurance, great commentary this evening.
Look, I mean, if people get benefit from it and it improves, and it seems to improve the level of people. Just to comment, the commentary was mainly aimed at Regent and Bankers members of 2 clubs I belong to, but it's great that people from further away in the country follow the YouTube video, and any Welsh people that are online. The team can play a lot better than this. We have a good team. Just the Irish have played very well in this last match. So 1 spade is passed out. Okay, if West did bid, North was going to make a supportive double. So West not bidding is messed up North. Rebid. 4 spades feels like there's not that many losers, but you're struggling to build your winners, although the diamond is right. So maybe you've only got, they don't get the club rough. And the rough in the club with a winning spade, of course. It's always there. So what would have happened if West would have been 2 hearts, which a lot of people would have? Probably shouldn't with Queen X of diamonds. North would have doubled East might have tried 3 hearts, and South, who has Queen X of Hearts, might have tried 4 spades. Look, it's a lucky make. It's a very lucky make. So 28 was a flat board, and now we're on to the big board from Arla's point of view. 29 is this hand when they may well get to a slam, I recall. Let's see what happened on 29. Looking in, as you remember, it's East had a good hand and West had quite a good hand with his king Delta, and was a bit strong to just be bidding 4 spades. It wasn't clear what he should have bid, but we feel maybe he should have bid 4 clubs over 3 spades on this auction, and East would have cooperated, holding a 7-4 shape, and the king of hearts being probably a good card. And 6 spades is unbeatable and a good spot. It's not lucky or anything. It's pretty decent, I think. Hearts 4-2. So opportunities for England as well. May well bid that slam, gain some VPs. At the end of this match, every pair would have played at least 3 sets, so we would hope they'd all get their 5 games in. Not clear what would happen if they didn't get their 5 games in. It's one of those rules that they often bend. So again, the play isn't that interesting on this one, so you might want to fast forward to board 32 if you're watching on the playback. Flick over to watch what's happening on 28, 29, or 29 in the other room. What they haven't got right with bridge presentation as an exhibition sport is what to do with the dead time. You know, there's about 60% of the time when you're just talking about football or rugby or not really being able to impart knowledge. So Diamond's switch was a bit strange, but okay, she'll overtake with the jack, or he'll overtake with the jack to draw trumps. Okay, 1 spade plus 3, which is, she says, a very, very lucky 4 spades. Sometimes those are bid, sometimes you push them into them. You hate doing it when they're vulnerable and you're non. So while we're waiting for 32, they are desperately bidding 29 in the other room, or just about to start bidding it. And that's the 6 spades hand. Intrigued to know what East opens, 4 spades or 1 spade. 1 spade, okay. Well, maybe they're right and I'm wrong, and they probably are. So 1 spade, South will pass. And 2 hearts will be bid. See all the Irish are coming in to watch. You're more than welcome. Well, the ones watching YouTube are welcome. Even the ones watching Wheelbridge are welcome. I did a Wheelbridge commentary for the previous half of this match, and I didn't enjoy it. You doing Wheelbridge commentary with one person is not any fun. YouTube isn't so bad. Getting Aoife to help me, and we had Enda Murphy this morning giving some very valuable tips. And basically making it entertaining. That's what it's about. A heart, 2 hearts, which we think is constructive, which it is there. So East, too much for a game choice, but 4 hearts. And how's this good player? Diamond is wrong. Club is, can't guess wrong. Heart is wrong. So in theory, you could have a spade, a heart, a diamond, and a club. But being as the diamonds are 3-3, you can't get the clubs wrong. Then spade goes away. So spade's an even better place. So this looks like a Dell board. So I'm going to flick away from this and go into the other room. Following with me, and we've gone back to see Westwood Fitzgibbon bid this hand because it was one of the more interesting hands of the whole tournament so far. One spade pass, 2 diamonds, which is interesting. That shows hearts. We go strong. East was too good to hit 2 hearts or 2 spades, so with 3 spades. As I said, they just bid slams for fun. Credit where it's due. 60 years of bridge, they get most of them right. They all went wrong earlier today or yesterday. But they get so many right. Pars, they put Ireland on the front foot a lot of the time. When they continue with Camrose, who knows? But they were able to. Boris Shapiro continued till he was in his 90s playing international bridge. But he was a grumpy little bugger. Goodman was watching. 6 spades are well bid. Very, very well bid. They just knew the cards were good cards. And that's the difference, I think, between them and the youngish Welsh pair. They're not quite there to knowing what cards are worth more than their face value. And here they just were. The ace king of spades is worth more than 7 points. His queen of hearts, when it looked likely his partner had the king, was massive. Jack 10 to 4 diamonds, opposite likely singleton was big. It was all pretty good judgment. Could be wrong and could have 2 top losers another day. He's still going to make it, so let's see if he makes it and brings home the bacon. So the diamond lead is not really going to trouble him. He's thinking, what's he going to do with these club losers? He doesn't know the club finesse is right and he's not going to take it. So he's got 3 clubs to get rid of. You would think that South doesn't have a queen of diamonds once he gets the ace. You're not relying upon that. You think you're going to be setting up the hearts unless they're worse than 4-2. But how do you enjoy dummy? You've only got a 7-2 spade. And if you ref 2 clubs in dummy, you then need the spades coming in. So you can only ref 1 club in dummy, which means the other 2 have to go on the hearts. That needs hearts 3-3 or hearts 4-2, with North having the shorter hearts. You've no reason to think that's the case. South could run the doubleton. But then spades might be 2-2. Put the 9 in just for the fun of it, but always winning the king. That's a clever little switch. It's frightened him a little bit into thinking South is one of the doubleton heart. And in some scenarios, he might have to take the club finesse. So, clever little switch. Okay. Now you could ace of clubs, ref a club, that doesn't look right. So he could play 2 rounds of spades, find out the bad news, cash 1 heart, throw in a club, and then the club finesse isn't enough for him. So he needs to cash Another heart. Does he know the club finesse is on? Perhaps he does. So that's not where he wants to be. So he probably feels he's got a rougher club.
What if Celtic played a spade instead of a heart?
South have played a spade. He would be in a similar situation.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks South has got a Doubleton heart, you see. It could have a Doubleton heart. So, and the spades could be 2-2. There's no problem with that. Not a big problem. So there's scope to go off in this one. They've done well to bid it, but there's scope to go off. I think he really wants to ref a club. But that's playing for the spades. 3-1. So you can also take the diamond from us, which is probably right. So you can play the ace of clubs, rougher club, run the jack of diamonds. Which they cover. He roughs, plays a spade to dummy, enjoys the 10 of diamonds, and then cashes the ace of hearts. Remember, he's roughed a club. So he roughed a club, throws one club on the diamond. Now he needs South to have at least 3 hearts. He really does. Or he needs a space 2-2. And he doesn't believe that's the line. So, and one thing I predict on this hand, and that's if Mesba goes off, there'll be a lot of swearing. And he could easily go off. It's not because he's played it wrong, it's because he's got so many different lines and he's chosen the wrong line. We can see that it's trivial to make if you put 2 trumps and cast these queen of hearts. Is it? No, he's still going to rough a club. Okay, he's worked out he has to rough a club. Okay, so it's a good start. I might think he has to have 2 clubs, of course. That's not such a good play. But to make it, he's got to lay down that ace of spades. And I'm fearing he's not going to. Oh, he's taken the diamond. That's good. Well done. We did predict he might do that. Well played. Well played indeed. Diamond finesse was a good one. Easy for me because I'm looking at the hands, but I did suggest that South would not have the ace queen of diamonds for that lead. So, exceptionally well played. Well done. That's certainly, if I was Enda Murphy and I was writing up a hand, that'll be a hand I'll be writing up. A well-deserved 13 imps. And we'll stick with this match. Stick with this match. I'll go the extra mile and watch the last 3 boards. So that was worth probably a VP at least. Yes, so Wales have been restricted to 1.1 VP. That will be hurt in England. Lead has grown to 15. England, I suspect, also bid that slam. They bid it. Yes, they England. No, England lost on the slams. Okay. England did bid the slam, which was good on the board you just watched, and they made it. And then they bid a game going off on 31, whereas they might have made it. It was Tony Forrester, who went off in 4 spades, we said was a lucky make. Oh, no, we went off. It's just so quick. You can look at this at your own leisure, but you rarely see Tony Forrester going off in hand and making his room. Sure, it wasn't Forrester's fault. Some good hands to look at. Pinpointed a few that you can look at your leisure. Been a tremendous Camrose so far. I actually think the Irish team have played better than they did the first weekend, if that's possible. Congratulations to the new pair that have more than held their own. Can't see me coming out of retirement anytime soon with this sort of play. Playing in 2 hearts. What they played in the other room? 13. There's 3 spades by West in the other room. And that made. Made by West. 2 hearts looks like it's even easier. Should be a flat board. 2 hearts plus 1. The other 2 were very boring boards, weren't they? We'll call it tonight. Oh no, there's the potential being game with 31. Let's stay for that. 32 is a boring game. So this is not an interesting board, so fast track to 31 if you're watching on playback. See how the Northern Irish are doing. Are they coming through the field? Sad to see them so far adrift. So if England have played Scotland, Ireland, and Northern Ireland, they must have a wash day tomorrow. So England are playing Wales at the WBU tomorrow, and it must be the WBU first and Wales second. Ireland playing WBU in the last match. So if England thrashed the WBU and Scotland beat Ireland, which is not impossible, it does narrow the gap. And as I said earlier, the WBU team, they're no idiots. They've been around the block a few times, some of them. So let's see if they've been game on this one. I don't think they will. So pass is pass. North opens a diamond. East records a heart. So it's a spades, so same bidding so far. And the big question is, does Fitzgibbon raise to 2 hearts? And amazingly, that helps North South a little bit, if he does. It gives North a bid he didn't necessarily have otherwise. Okay, he's done well to pass, and now I think it could be. Oh, he still races to 2 spades. Now this is going to tempt South because Ace Queen of Hearts is as good as Ace King on this bidding. So he's actually got an 11 count. So he might well make a game try. Jack 9 of diamonds is quite an interesting diamond holding on the bidding. You're saying Jack's are rubbish, but there's a Jack in your partner's long suit, or likely long suit, it's better. So if he makes a try, then North will probably, one bid he wouldn't accept his clubs. But he'd probably make a counter try with 3 diamonds. And if north does anything other than bit 3 spades, south will. Okay. But it's vulnerable. Okay, so he's done something other than bit 3 spades, so I think south is going to accept that. Good game. Now, whether he make it or not, if he bids it, another thing, because remember, Forrester, no slouch in the card play, went off in 4 spades. Quite know how. Okay, he's signed up in 3 spades. He's beginning to look like a flat board. Flat board or 1 into 1. And 32 will be flat. So I'm just checking on the final scores in the other match. And I'll call it today. England are 15 points behind. And the matches all finished and we only got 16.12. It's North, which is about where Ireland got actually, so it's same. England have won 2 matches. Lost against Scotland, so I'm not certain. So they've obviously got less points than Ireland so far this weekend because Ireland were only 10 points ahead. So, good night's sleep if I was the Irish, and I will see some of you in the morning. Andy Murphy will be on board with me. And then the last set, if I can stay awake, I'll probably do Newbridge with BJ or something. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you've been entertained. Hope I haven't insulted anyone. A few people I did that aren't here, which is fine. Some of them are dead. So good night all. I've got to close down the session, I think. Let's keep playing. I think I'm closed, aren't I? I'm closed. I don't know if I'm closed. Newbridge live stream. Oh, no, I haven't. End stream.